This is the Sales Babble Podcast, episode 436, The Perfect Apology.
Welcome to Sales Babble, the podcast that shares selling secrets for non-sellers. And now your host, Pat Helmers.
Hello, Sales Babblers. This is Pat Helmers, and have you ever wronged someone but struggled to say you're sorry in a way that prompted forgiveness from the person you wronged? Have you had that happen to you in business? Well, without doubt, I'm certain you have, because we all make mistakes. We all do things that benefit us more than others, and this is the human experience. But far too often, our egos get in the way and we refuse to admit we're wrong. Or if we do, we layer on excuses to make us feel better, but it does nothing to further forgiveness. What can we do to make wrongs right? This is the topic for today, the perfect apology. And now here's today's chapter. I was wrong. Completely wrong. At the time, I had my reasons, but it doesn't change the fact I was wrong. How can I make this right? And now today's story. The company screwed up, and Chris was the first to learn it. The customers had gone ballistic and was threatening to yank the contract. There was a flurry of calls, and the entire weekend was devoted to solving the issue. Chris was innocent and had nothing to do with the misstep. It was all on customer service who dropped the ball, creating a devastating situation. This was the first time Chris had experienced something like this. It was such a debacle. But Pat put Chris at ease. I know it's not your fault. It's the company's fault. But since you have the relationship with the customer, it falls on you to apologize. And there's only one way to do this, to fully take responsibility. Well, I guess I can see that, said Chris. I guess it makes sense for me to talk to them, but what should I say? Tell them that it's all on us, replied Pat. Tell them we completely missed the mark. Make sure they know that they have every right to be angry with us. We were wrong, and we want to make things right for them. Ask them what it will take to fix this. We need to keep them as customers, and we need to make sure other customers don't catch wind. We're going to do what it takes to fix this. And when it's all done, put processes in place so it never happens again. I recall one time I had a customer who was constantly complaining about our system not working right, yet we couldn't see any issues on our end. After going back and forth for 2 weeks, one of the engineers discovered that there was an odd instance that only affected that customer. It was devastating, and I apologized profusely. And to make it right, gave them an entire year of service for free in hopes that come time to renewal, it would all be forgotten. It worked, but at the time, it was an extremely painful experience. By taking full responsibility, we retained a client. Ben Franklin wrote, "Never ruin an apology with an excuse. When people are wronged, they want to be heard and acknowledged. A sincere and full apology can quickly diffuse a bad situation. It's the only way to move forward." And lastly, like I said, I use this apology in business, but it also works in your personal life. Self-righteousness gets you nowhere. We all make mistakes. Own it and use this apology to make it right. Good luck. To download a copy of this week's Tao Te Ching of Sales chapter, you can find it in the show notes at www.salesbabble.com. And if you found value in this episode, please share it with your friend. Just one person who's open to growing their selling skills. That's all I've got for this week. Until next Tuesday, take care and have a highly successful and a profitable selling day.
Thank you for listening to the Sales Babble podcast. Find us at www.salesbabble.com.
This is a production of Habanero Media.